I'm telling niggas, man, I be giving them the game, man. They gotta listen, man. I told niggas, that bitch is harder than that fat nigga, man. You see her put work in, man. This nigga sitting around talking about what he gon' do. Other niggas sending tapes, talking about he gonna be back in June, it's gonna be a hot summer. Nigga, it's almost August. Yeah. G in the radio. Now me, I'm on some shit. I will set trip through your hood, bitch.
I will let it go. That Max on that tech, yeah, that grown folk.
Don't go fucking with the kid. I'm saying this shit twice so you can get it in your head.
Crime scene, if big, murder, man down. 6 shell cases found, automatic straight pound. Crack spot, murder plot, niggas want me dead. I'm still riding in the drop, money on my head. I'm no joke, gray smoke, Cali bud burning. My niggas is my niggas, the feds can't turn them. I'm a blast from the past, ball smoother than Smokey. Fuck around, I turn your name to Loki. I be the beginning and the end of the bullshit. Start and finish right up with a full clip. Now me, I'm on some shit. I will say trip through your hood, bitch.
I will let it go. That Max on that tech, yeah, that grown folk.
Don't go fucking with the kid. I'm saying this shit twice so you can get it in your head.
Niggas shot my mama crib up. Y'all really disrespecting niggas. When I catch you niggas, I put the tech to niggas. Virginia Tech you niggas, but I ain't Chinese. I got 2 Glocks, I call them Siamese. Listen, yay squeeze, listen, yay kill. But I don't rat, cause I make bill. $1 million bomb, bulletproof Yukon, bulletproof Suburban. Everything Teflon, go on. My iron is an automatic flamer. Shit so big, my waist need a lion tamer.
Now me, I'm on some shit. I will set trip through your hood, bitch.
I will let it go. That Max on that tech, yeah, that grown folk.
Don't go fucking with the kid. I'm saying this shit twice so you can get it in your head. I step out the V, step by the 3, Sean Bell T on the jet by the sea. Follow me, I show you the do's, don'ts, the ins and outs. It sound like a horror flick when the engine shout. Niggas start beef and run, take the ninja route. This is for the niggas that's boxed up, for throwing they blocks up and couldn't shake Jake when they popped up. The media be killing my vibe, but I'm ghetto like the paper that you hang from the ceiling to get the fly stuck. I'm a pimp soldier, mint rover, pants off my ass, hat tilt over. The same in the winter, blade under the skelly. I'm hotter than the phone booth outside of the deli. I'm the one south side, where the fuck you from?
Now me, I'm on some shit. I will set trip through your hood, bitch.
I will let it go. That Max on that tech, yeah, that grown folk.
Don't go fucking with the kid. I'm saying this shit twice so you can get it in your head.
Yeah, this right here, this is what was missing right here. It's the unit. Fuck, you forgot, nigga? Oh! Niggas can't fuck with me, son. I'm just playing with him. What the fuck you doing, nigga? I get some money I get it. Oh!
Welcome to Bear Insomnia. Make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. Today, I'm back with another one. And I'm going to be talking about the importance of meditation and being in your confidence. All right? Now, me, myself, am guilty of slacking on spiritual work, on my spirituality. I am one of those people who have been slacking or have slacked. All right? Now, it's very key in these times, especially now, more now than ever, that you are meditating regularly, daily, period. Whether it's once a day, 2 times, 3 times, you need to be meditating. And you should be meditating for a reasonable amount of time, not just some 1, 2, 3 bullshit, not just some, 5-minute, 10-minute bullshit. You need to be meditating to the point that you are getting and gearing to higher levels. All right? You're supposed to be elevating. All right? Period. On a spiritual path. All right? The problem is there's too many people who have no confidence, zero confidence within self. With confidence comes all the other activations, all the other shit that comes with being in your God self. You understand? You can't activate that God self without being in pure confidence. But you also have to meditate. There are very different forms of meditation you can be doing. You understand? Daydreaming is a form of meditation. But don't just meditate when you're fucking bored. You're supposed to be focused and locked in on your meditation, period. Your meditation should always be a key focus to start your day and etc. You have to meditate. Meditation is key in activation. Meditation is key in activation. It is key to getting into your true power and rising up. Period. You understand? Meditation is key. Do not fuck around. Do not fuck around. We are in a war right now. There is a war going on. A lot of motherfuckers are going to drop like flies. And I don't hate to tell you that. I'm proud to tell you that. Because there's people that's really just not supposed to be here and cannot handle the frequency that is coming upon us. All right? You're very low vibrational entities that are on the attack, on the prowl. A lot of archonic beings have manifested themselves into the human body more now than ever because of things that poke, all right? The things that poke, and we know what that is. Can't say it on YouTube, but you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Archonic beings have manifested their way into the human body through way of the poke, all right? Let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves, all right? This is what's happening here. Meditation is very fucking key. You cannot slack. If you do not know how to meditate, you need to start being very creative and practicing it, all right? Now, for those of you who have been poked, for those people that have been poked, you got way more to work on because you have now had a being take over you and fuck with your DNA right now. You have allowed a very low vibrational being to take over, especially if you got two pokes. If you got one poke, you know, it's less to deal with. But if you got two of those things or more, there's way more work that you have to do, especially on a healing level. All right? Because now you have allowed an entity to host over your human shell. You understand? So, when it comes to that, and if you follow the programming, your confidence is already off because you're subservient. By getting this poke, you have become subservient. You have lowered yourself. All right? Nobody who got the power or is in the work is supposed to be getting this shit. You're supposed to have confidence and a knowing and power to where you know that you run this shit and you don't have to abide by anything that is sinister, such as poking. All right? You got to get into your power. You got to tap in. You can't slack. It's a war going on. There's very low frequencies that are coming about and they need to be dealt with. All right? But it can't be dealt with low frequency. They have to be dealt with high frequency because high frequency is what's going to, get them the fuck out of here completely. They cannot deal with high frequency beings. You're going to war with low frequency beings. And a lot of the main reasons for this is because of what people are allowing to happen. Because this shit didn't even have to happen. It was allowed to happen. All right? It was allowed to happen by the collective. So niggas is falling off their squares. All right? It's time to pick up the fucking pieces and go higher. You understand? You have to meditate. I don't give a fuck if you got to meditate 8 times a day or meditate for 8 hours. Shit, go for it. Because you're not going to level up unless you meditate and get into your creativity. To get into that creative realm, you have to meditate. The realm of creativity is meditation. You understand? You got to get into your inner child, which is still the realm of creativity. If you did not know, meditation is fucking key. Don't ever say you ain't got time to meditate, because that's bullshit. Everyone has time to meditate. You got time to do all the other bullshit you do. You got time to meditate. You dig? You got time to watch porn and all that other bullshit. You got time to meditate. You dig? You got time. All right? Even though time is not a real concept, but you definitely can make room to meditate. It should be the first thing you do when you wake up. Practice it. Make that shit a ritual. Make that shit what you do. That should be a focal point in your spirituality. You know, as well as honoring ancestors and deities and so on and so forth. You gotta get stronger. You gotta strengthen up. You gotta tighten your armor. Basically. But there's a lot of chinks in your armor because the work just ain't being done. And again, I am guilty of doing these things. I'm guilty of doing these things. But you cannot fall off your square right now. This is not the time to fuck around. This ain't the time to fuck around. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There's no time to fuck around. There's too much shit going on. There's too much shit that needs to be fixed. And there's too many people that are lost in the sauce. You understand? False preachers, people trying to use this shit as a money grab and all. It's not about that shit. This is about true knowledge of self. This is about regaining your power and going into the God self. You have to level up. You have to level up, period. Shit is not a fucking game. There's shit going on out here. There's some real sinister shit that needs to be dealt with. And there's a lot of shit coming to the forefront that you might not know about that's going to, you know, fuck shit up. But at the same time, we gotta fuck shit up in return to how it's supposed to be. We are the chaos beings. We gotta do the destruction to these beings, to this new shit, to this bullshit, in order for there to be a new essence, a new birth on a higher frequency, not a lower one. We're trying to destroy the low frequencies. We are at battle with low frequency. We have to get into high frequency in order to get rid of lows. Do you understand? So get on your shit. Get into your creativity. Do what your heart is telling you to do. Not your brain, but your heart. Not the ego, but the heart. The true intelligence lies in the heart. So don't use your human brain, because we ain't human. We don't do human shit. Lose the humanity. Focus on here. The realm of the creativity, the inner child, etc. This is what you should be doing. Meditate. Level up. You're going to get the downloads. You're going to get the channels as you progress. But you cannot elevate if you are stagnant. If you're not doing the work. If you're not putting in that work to activate. You have to activate. All right? There's a lot of people who are going to fall off. There's a lot of people who are not going to be here much longer. I mean, to be completely honest, they were already dead to begin with. You understand? So, you know, the time right now, the shit was only inevitable. And those people will fall like they should. You understand? Everybody cannot be here. Everybody is not on this frequency. Everybody is not, you know, the chosen one, so to speak. You dig? So, it's time to turn the fuck up, man. It's time to get on your square. It's time to level the fuck up. You better start meditating. You understand? It's time to meditate. It's time to get into your confidence bag. It's time to get into that confidence. That's what it's time to do. Because you can't level up without being in your confidence and being, you know, and meditating. Period. You trying to be the God self. You trying to get into that, tap into that God self. Tap into the inner Titan. You have to meditate. Daily. It don't matter if it's once a day, twice a day, 3 times, 4. It doesn't matter. You have to do it. And if you have to do it multiple times a day to remind yourself, hey, that's just what it is. You're still elevating. You're You still getting the downloads and the channels and the etc. Listen to your heart, follow the heart. That's the true intelligence. The brain is not. Human logic is not. None of that shit matters. We ain't using that. If you are the chaos being, you gotta act like the chaos being. You can't front this human bullshit. Humanity and the chaos just don't mix. You can't think like these motherfuckers. These people are dead. Alright? These people are dead. This shit is dead energy. You're watching dead energy before your very eyes. You know? And the shit only continues to get worse. You dig? Understand where I'm coming from. You gotta get on your shit. Period. Stop listening to false teachers. Stop listening to people who are saying all this other bullshit and follow your heart. That doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to anyone, but listen with your heart to know if the message is pure. You understand? Because not all messages are pure. You got a lot of people out here trying to take advantage of the spiritual shit. You got a lot of people using this shit for financial gain and finesse. It's not a good look. It's very predatory and toxic. And it has no place in this work, to be 100% honest with you. No place. You feel me? Shit is already getting spooky. You feel me? But you have nothing to fear, because I'm not in fear. You shouldn't be in fear at all. There's nothing to fear here at all. There's nothing to fear. But there's a lot of work to do. In order for you to do this work and handle this war and conquer in this war, you have to level up to where you're high frequency and you can actually, do that work. You feel me? I'm just telling you what it is, man. You understand? You gotta get on your square. You gotta tighten up your armor, because there's a lot of chinks in the armor. The armor gotta be tightened up. You gotta get in your spiritual bag. You gotta rise the fuck up. The Titan gotta rise. The gods gotta rise. But you can't do that without getting in your creativity and your confidence, which requires meditation. You understand? Amongst various other things. But you can't develop and have these activations without getting into your shit. You gotta meditate. Because that's the realm of creativity. That's where everything is. This is where you go into the DNA. And the DNA becomes activated. The DNA becomes activated. And you can do these things. But don't do it just because you want to have powers. Because then that's just the ego talking. That you don't follow the ego. You follow the heart. You just doing what you're supposed to do. What's in alignment with you. You're not doing it because you want powers. You're not doing it because you want money. You're not doing it for the material gain. You're doing it because that is you. You're doing it because that's your mission. That's in your purpose. That is literally what's in your purpose to do. So you got to come here and fulfill your purpose and your mission on the earth plane. You gotta do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And if you slacking, you've been slacking. I've been slacking before. I've been slacking. It's time to get up. It's time to come up. It's time to rise the fuck up. You understand? I'm telling you this because this is what's necessary right fucking now. You understand? There ain't no time to play. There ain't no time to sit around or fuck around. It is time to get on your shit. It is time to get on your shit, because the war is happening right now before us. And we gonna win the war. We gonna win the war. When everybody who's supposed to be doing the work does the fucking work. Period. Everything happens for a reason. So if this is your motivation, congratulations. Now get the fuck up and meditate, nigga. It's time to get on your shit. Period. That's all I gotta say for today. But this is Beer Insomnia. Make sure you subscribe right now. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And on top of that, if you want spiritual consultation, spiritual outline, decodings of all kinds, feel free to message me on Instagram at HDDNWRK, which means hidden work. Or you can email me at on gmail.com. Alright, bearinsomnia@gmail.com. And we can discuss further with these services. But please remember to meditate. Please remember to meditate and get on your shit. Do not fall off your square. You understand? This is Bear Insomnia. Y'all have an amazing Wednesday. Peace.